In the remote northeast of India, the seven sister states Assam, Meghalaya, Manipur, Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, and Tripura have revolted against the state, their dream for freedom becoming a reality with every injustice faced. Northeastern Areas Act of 1971 was a farce. Decades of severe discrimination, relentless atrocities, and neglect have fueled their struggle for independence from a nation that has pushed them to the margins. The Indian government's policies have entrenched violence and discrimination. Despite promises and ratifications of global human rights standards of GERD, 1968, and ICCPR, 1979, Northeast minorities Bodo, Khasi, Meitei, Naga, Adi, Mizos, and Tripuris remain victims of systemic abuse.
अभी मणिपुर में क्या हो रहा है सबको पता है. दिन ब दिन आदमी मर रहा है क्योंकि लोग ने फायरिंग किया है.
Hundreds of lives have been lost, hundreds of churches desecrated, and approximately 500,000 Kukis in Manipur reported missing. The silence on this genocide by the Hindutva government is testimony to systematical cleansing by RSS under government auspices. Entire communities exposed, with Christian Kuki groups particularly vulnerable in a landscape marked by state-sponsored aggression, as thousands of arms were handed over to Meitei Hindu groups with impunity. Environmental degradation, unchecked deforestation, and security threats have further isolated the Northeast, deepening despair and strengthening their resolve for independence. Government regulations, such as the Forest Conservation Act 1980, have failed to protect the land, creating avenues for those who seek to terrorize indigenous communities. Simultaneously, the region remains embroiled in unaddressed border conflicts between Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, and Meghalaya, with little intervention to protect the vulnerable populations caught in the crossfire.
The entire region of Darjeeling Hills, Siliguri Tera and Words, which has the majority of Gorkha population, we have our own customs, we have our own rituals. So we are separate, and that is the basis on which we have said that we need a separate state.
Politically, the Northeast remains sidelined. Parliamentary underrepresentation weakens any hope of influence, as the minority voices are marginalized. Economically, the story is one of exploitation, as resources extracted from the Northeast benefit the rest of the country, while those who live there endure limited opportunities, trade restrictions, and widespread poverty. Even culture and language are suppressed, as native languages are restricted, and Hindi is imposed upon communities, eroding the very identities of these indigenous peoples. This cultural suppression is yet another attempt to erase the unique heritage of the Northeast, replacing it with a narrative that against their rights and dignity. This is not just a story of neglect. It is a story of survival and resistance. For the seven sister states, independence is no longer a distant dream. It is their destiny to get justice, respect, and freedom from an oppressive system that has treated them as lesser citizens. Their struggle is bearing fruits as they seek to reclaim the freedom that has been denied for far too long.